Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all the JCs, aspiring leaders, professional entrepreneurs, students, and our distinguished guests. It is a pleasure to welcome you to another session of enriching learning presented by JCI Triprayar. At JCI Triprayar, every initiative is driven by our guiding philosophy, purpose, participation, progress. Now, communication is one of the most powerful leadership skills anyone can develop. It influences how we build relationships, inspire teams, present ideas, negotiate opportunities, and creating a lasting impression. Today's session, How to Speak So People Listen, is not about speaking more, it's about being heard. It is designed to help each one of us become more effective communicators, not by speaking louder or longer, but by communicating with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Whether you're a business owner, professional, student, trainer, or leader, today's insights will help you make every conversation meaningful. Thank you for joining us, all of you. So let us begin. I have the greatest privilege in introducing the trainer of today. Now, every great leader is remembered not only for what they achieved, but for how effectively they communicated their vision. It is my privilege today to introduce today's distinguished resource person. He was born into a respected JC family. He has built his own remarkable identity through dedication, leadership, and excellence. He holds a postgraduate degree in interworking from the University of Technology, Sydney, and developed parking sensor system that is now used across the world. His inspiring journey in JCI includes serving as LO President, JCI Gudivada in 2019, as a Zone President in 2023, National Director, Community Development in 2024, and National Vice President in 2025. The first JC to achieve the distinction of becoming JFS, RPP, and JFR in 3 consecutive years. As National Vice President, he has led his assigned area to mobilize contributions exceeding 60 lakhs, setting a national benchmark for leadership and resource mobilization. His achievements have earned him numerous national recognitions, including Outstanding Zone President, Outstanding National Officer, Outstanding National Vice President, Runner-up, and Outstanding Participant at the National Train the Trainers Seminar. Beyond JCI, he has worked with global organizations including Nestle, BHP Billiton, where he became the first Indian to receive the company's Best Employee Award twice. Today, he is a successful entrepreneur in the construction industry while continuing to mentor leaders and professionals through impactful training programs. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome from JCI Triprayar to JFR GSN Varma. Welcome, sir. It's an honor to have you here with us this evening. Everyone gathered here is eager to listen to you, to learn how better communication can strengthen leadership, improve relationships, influence people positively, and create new opportunities. On behalf of JCI Triprayar, it is my privilege to invite you to deliver today's session, How to Speak So People Listen. Sir, the stage, the floor is all yours. Please.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Chairperson, for a wonderful, the way you have introduced me. I am really impressed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, President JC Sitesh, for this wonderful opportunity. So, as the chairperson already revealed, and it was already been circulated throughout the flyers in the groups. So, we all know what exactly today the subject we are dealing with. So, let us right away go ahead with that. See, as this is an Zoom session, I know most of you will be turning off your videos, but still, I need an interactive ones through the chat box. So I request everyone to put your thumbs up in chat box, so that I will know whether you are available or not. So it is my way to track. So is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Beautifully visible.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I have received only two thumbs up. It's okay. We'll add more and more in the future. So, my question to everyone over here, and I want a reply in the chat box. The question is displayed on the screen. Can you hear me? Yes or no? You can put your thumbs up or you can type as no. It's up to you.
Loud and clear, sir.
Yes. Yes. Super. And I want to rephrase my question. Are you listening to me? Or are you just hearing to me? Because there is a lot of difference between hearing and listening. And we'll see what exactly the difference it makes while hearing and the listening. Oh, Vijay already said he's listening to me. Very good. So going ahead, what exactly is a hearing? And what exactly is listening? See, hearing is some, and we have to understand hearing and listening both are not same. They're two different things that happens. What exactly happens to the hearing? So whatever now I am saying here, everyone has listened. Like our chairperson has introduced me, and she has said I am from so and so LO. How many of you remember which LO I am from? If anyone can say which LO I am from, can you please type in the chat box? See, you have heard, but no one has listened exactly from which elbow I am. So that is the only difference. Hearing is nothing but something, the sound reaches to your ear. That's it. And listening is something which goes to your mind. So that is the main difference between the hearing and listening. And we all know this difference since our childhood. That why I am delivering these differences now. Because the basic concept of how to make people listen to you more than hear, we have to start from the basics. That is why the reason I was explaining the difference between the hearing and listening, where the hearing is something the sound reaches to your ear, and listening is something where the meaning reaches to your mind. See, just do remember, speaking is what you do, and listening is what they choose to do. When I say they means the public, or maybe your friends, or maybe an audience, or whoever it is. So they will decide whether to hear or not. So let us go ahead and understand how we can make people to listen instead of hear. Yes, my straight question to everyone over here. There will be one person who you really enjoy listening to him. Can you, him or her? Can you put the name in the chat box, please? Just the name, just the name. It could be a cinema actor, it could be a someone, your friend, it could be a family, someone. Yes, I received one input from Sitesh, which says Samay Raina. Yes, any other? Okay, we'll go ahead. Subbu sir, super, super choice. I also really love to hear from Subbu sir. Virat Kohli, yes. Just only one name. Yep, that's fine. Now, my question is, why do you love to hear? Oh, from Varma sir, thank you. Thank you. My question is, why do you love to enjoy listening from them? Why? What is the reason? Just put in the chat box. Why do you enjoy listening to them? There will be a reason for that. Why? Ability to influence listeners. Yes, get inspired. Yes, style with depth detailing. Super. The modulation of voice is great. Yes, from Subbu sir, absolutely. He's an inspiration to everyone. Interesting. Yes. See, there are some factors why you really enjoy, but none of you has mentioned. I love listening to that guy because he speaks for long time. So no one has mentioned I love to hear because he speaks a long time. See, we all know that people will love to listen when we speak short. But when we give training sessions, when we speak with the clients, we try to speak long conversations, and it really doesn't create any impact. So that is the reason I want to understand you, why you like that person. I mean, how you enjoy the listening from that person, and you have said a lot of things. And what makes you boring when you listen to someone? When will you stop listening to a person? And what are the factors that will affect you from hearing from that person. Can someone put in the chat box? Lagging and fillers, yes, that's right. Monotonous tone, super, yes. What makes you boring? Why you stop listening to some persons? See, even sometimes while delivering the energy levels dropping, yes. Even while delivering the speeches, sometimes 90% my speeches will make people entertaining and they will be listening. 10% sometimes it will fail. See, not always we can expect 100% the people will listen, but sometimes it might fail. And I also faced the issue, yes, complexity due to the complexity, not relevant exactly. If someone is speaking which is not at all relevant to that content or the subject, that's it. Our things will be bored. So let us see what are the main factors that will make people not to listen to you. Number one, too long. Some speeches are too long. They, instead of delivering the matter for 5 minutes, they will be speaking for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That we will see in our JCI meetings, and we'll be really feeling very bored. Why this guy is speaking for this long time? So too long, boring. Yes, some of the speeches are very much boring, which everyone has experienced that. Repeating, yes, some people keep on repeating the thing, so it makes us not really interesting to follow. Too technical. Yes, if we doesn't have know what exactly is the Newton's law, and if he's trying to explain the Newton's law, the birth of Newton, and how the law has been created, what are the three types of laws, and blah blah blah. Yes, it is too technical, and we are not interested to learn here. And when there is no relevant, like Anjalia has mentioned, no point. Yes, no, not relevant to for us. And finally, monotone, which was rightly mentioned by our president JC Sitesh. See, these are the things when people stop listening, and we can still add if some speeches are very arrogant, very attitude level. Yes, we will not really love to hear from them because it doesn't connect to the people. Oh, this system is, yes. We know why we stop listening to others. But unfortunately, when we start delivering our speeches, we will forget all these factors and we will deliver only what we know, and what the information we have, we will straight away try to deliver. But we will not understand. Yes, people are not listening. People are not interested. Now we will not understand that. We will have this 6 7 pages of data, and we'll straight away deliver to them. So this is the point where we have to analyze what exactly people want to hear from us rather than what exactly you want to deliver. So there is a lot of difference how you can make people attractive to your speeches. Attention is earned, not demanded. See, there is a simple thing. When someone are very much interested, like Subbu sir is a right example. He is always attention. He is always earned. He is not demanded because people love to have an engagement with him, love to hear the speeches or whatever it is from the Subbu sir, because that is the way he delivers and that is the way he has earned that attention and respect. So even we have to remember that we have to understand where we have to stop and where we have to start and where we have to pause. That is very important. That is where once we follow that, then we can get this attention in a very right way. Before you speak, deliver anyway, you should answer one question. Why should they care? Why should they listen to you? Why should you guys attend to my session, and why should you guys listen to this session? If you feel this session is boring, you might not stay for a long time. You might feel very bored. Now I'm asking the question: why should they care you? Why should they listen to you? You are invited for a as a speaker for any program, as a guest for any program. Why should they hear you? As a business personality, you have got the clients, and you've been explaining you about your product and services. Why should they hear you? That is the first question and the last question you have to hear. Yes, it should have some adding the value. So rule number one, there are like four rules where if you can able to follow this, you can make a lot of difference and you can make people to listen to you. Before going ahead, when I said attention is earned, not demanded, I will put one point as an example. See, if you are an company person, if you're a salesperson, if you put a point like this, let me explain our company, let me explain our history, let me explain our products, let me explain our services. People are not really interested when you deliver those sentences. When you say, Our products has helped the customers to reduce their problem to 30%. And I will show you how you can reduce it to 40%. Yes, people will be interested to listen to you. And if you straight away say, sir, we are from, for example, Mitsubishi company, and we have this 2 tons of AC, it will deliver this, people are not interested. But if you add some flavor for it, for example, if you say, I came from a place where the temperatures are 40-45 degrees during the summer. You can refer Vijayawada, my home, nearest to my hometown, where we will have the temperatures 40-45 degrees. I came from that place, but still, we can able to manage the temperature because of one air conditioner, that company which works like a rocking star during the summer, that is Mitsubishi. And do you want me to explain it more? Then people will be interested to listen to you. Rather than straight away saying, I am from a Mitsubishi, it is a wonderful company, it is a wonderful product. So there is always a difference how you can grab that attention. That is where you have to change the way when you are delivering or when you are speaking with your clients. So rule number one, let us go with the rule number one, which says start with them, not you. Yes, whenever we are delivering any message or whenever we are speaking with any clients, try to understand what exactly they want, not what the information you have. Don't sell your products right away. Try to understand what exactly it is and why this product will help you, what problem it can solve. Don't try to give the more elaborate data about your product. So every listener will be silently asking only one point in his mind, that is their problem. They want their problem to be addressed. Like you guys will be having the conducting the local governing board meetings where our president will be the chairing. And if the president starts saying, see, we have achieved this, we have achieved this, we have achieved this, people might not find interesting. If at the same time there are some people who want, for example, JCSAT to be very well organized in the elbow, there where thousands of members should do this one. If president can able to identify and say, let us do the JCSAT papers, let us change the PR of the JCI Triprayar by hosting a lot of these papers and everything, that will give a lot of attention in the LGB, and people will really love the president. So that is the where you have to understand what exactly is their problem and how you can able to produce it, present it. So that is rule number one. And now I have a challenge to everyone. See, you can see on the screen. Good morning, everyone. So I'm reciting it. Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to talk about time management. See, this is a routine statement, a routine delivery everyone can do. Can you make it something interesting? Instead of good morning, everyone, today I am going to talk about time management. Can you make the same sentence something interesting? So, waiting for some replies in the chat box. If you are a trainer or if you are going to speak, don't have time for things, let's get it done. Wonderful. That is nice. That is a very good attempt.
A very good morning, a very warm morning to all.
Mhm.
Time is precious. Shall we discuss something on time?
Super, super. See, that is something where people will start connecting with you. Yes, miss a few messages. Imagine you rule the time. Yes, perfect. That's a nice creativity. Start with story. Yes, but what is the story? I want something you want to put with a start. Or else you can say, see, time is more value. I know everyone needs an extra 1 hour in their life. Do you want to know more? I can make it things happen. So let us discuss on how you can make an extra time. Something like innovative things which will make people to connect. So this is what we call it as listening, not hearing. So that is the main difference which we can make it out. So let us go for rule number two. Yes, start with story. Start with story is also one of the rule, and we will elaborately discuss on that. Rule number two: use the power of pause. See, we speak. Everyone knows how to speak. Everyone know how to talk. It's good, but there will be a lot of difference when you add a pause. The meaning, the intensity of the sentences, everything will changes because of pause. So it is very important to pause. Straight away, you can't start a conversation. Start with a pause and have a detailed, slow deliberation, and then again have a pause. Pause is very important. That's why we say pause before an important point and pause after an important point. If there is no pause, then there is no connectivity, and people will not connect with you. See, it is very important. First impression is the best impression. Whenever people start to listening to us, within 2-3 minutes, they should get connected with you. If you have a small pause and if you are going delivering your speeches and everything, people will straight away will connect with you, and it will create a great impact. So do remember, pause is very important whenever you are delivering. It could be discussing with your clients, or it could be a speech, or whatever it is. Add a pause. Even at home, have a pause before anything. Even if you are having an argument with your spouse, have a pause. Having a pause will resolve a lot of issues. It will control ourselves, right? And now another challenge to the group. Can someone read it very fastly? What exactly it is?
Most people think that if they stop speaking, people will lose their attention.
See, there is a pause in between because it is very much connected, and you guys are trying to break it up. But if the same sentence, if it has the gaps, you might read it very fastly. So there is a pause between each of them because it is all mingled, and everyone got to understand what exactly is this one. Pause. So that is why this whole sentence has created some pause. Like we can say, most people think that if the stop speaking, people will lose their attention. But if the same sentence, if it has the gaps, we'll say most people think that if they stop speaking, people will lose their attention. A pause will add the value to this sentence. A pause that can completely change how people perceive you. So do remember, even though when you have some tension or something nervousness, if you feel nervousness, I always give one tip to anyone who has the nervousness. I'll ask them to have a sip of water, which will control your nervousness, and make sure when you're speaking, add the pause. Add this pause will make your speech impactful, right? Rule number 3. Rule number 3 is all about stories. Like well said by Dr. Reena, start with the story. So we'll see what exactly is the story. There are two factors I'm just sharing on the screen. If someone asks you, what did you eat for lunch last Friday? If not someone, if myself, I'm asking to you guys, what did you eat for lunch last Friday? Can someone answer this in the chat box? What did you eat for lunch last Friday?
Don't remember.
Don't remember. That's a nice answer. Anyone? Does anyone have the answer for this one? Chicken kebab. Oh, super. Curd rice. See, curd rice is common in South India. Like at the end, we'll have the curd rice. Dr. Reena says nothing on fasting. Okay, you were on the fasting. That's why you didn't have the lunch. See, why it took long time for you to know what exactly you have for the lunch for the last Friday. The reason is, oh, Chagrajano is saying is having rice and sambar. Because the reason is we are asking for a thing which having the information. That is why we don't remember. If the same thing, if I ask in a different way, I'll ask if I ask, can you tell me some funny incident that happened during your school days, 10 years or 20 years or 30 years ago? You will be able to recall it very quickly. It might be 10 years, 20 years. If I ask the question, can you tell me the names of the teachers during your school age? You will definitely tell their names. 10 years, 20 years doesn't matter. But if I was asking what is your lunch for the last Friday, it will take some time for you to understand. It's only a matter of 3 days, but it will take long time for you to understand what exactly I had on the Friday. Because there is a lot of difference between information and the facts. Yes, facts, information, and there is always a difference between the stories stick, because stories are some things which make you get connected and which will make you to remember it forever. That is why we remember the movies which where we have watched somewhere at the age of 5, 6, 7. We still remember what is the movie, and we know who is the actor. And if you are a fan of that hero, for example, Mammootty, if I ask what is the 50th movie of Mammootty, people will straight away ready to answer that, because the stories are one of the things which will make you to remember. There are some emotions which happens in your life that will make you to remember the moments. 10th class, when you get the results, and the joy in eyes, I mean joy in within your parents or something, you'll remember everything, because people love to remember in the pictures, people love the emotions, people love the moments, and they will be connected. So that is why when you are delivering any speeches, or when you are when you are speaking with the clients, start with a small story which will create an entertainment, and make sure that story doesn't last for more than 2 minutes. Your story should end within 2 minutes, because once you start a story with 2 minutes, and people will get connected very quickly, and then it is will be easy for you to do your business, or maybe make the people to understand. Do remember, stories plays a very key role. And how we get stories, that is another question. How we get the stories, can someone answer in the chat box? If I
Hello.
ask, yes, someone was
Hi,
speaking.
I'm Dr. Rina Dadu.
Yes, Dr.
I
Leena,
just want to,
please.
yes, I just want to share my experience in Hindi. I'm good in Hindi, that's why. Maybe you understand. जैसे मैं कहीं गई उस सिटी में, जैसे मैं चित्तौड़ गई थी और मुझे स्टार्ट करना था, कनेक्शन बिठाना था। तो मैंने
Hmm.
मीराबाई को लेकर, उनका ट्रस्ट को लेकर, और मेरी ट्रेनिंग में जो सीखेंगे, बिल्ड द ट्रस्ट, ऐसे करके एक स्टोरी बनाई थी, थोड़ी सी छोटी
Hmm.
सी।
Hmm.
तो
Hmm.
अभी मैंने ये भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करना सीखा है कि
Hmm.
वहीं उसी सिटी या उसी से रिलेटेड कोई छोटा सा एक इंसिडेंट जो न्यूज़पेपर वगैरह में आता है, वो
Yes,
लेके यू कैन क्रिएट, तो थोड़ा सा न्यू वैरायटी हो जाती है और वो जल्दी
exactly.
कनेक्ट करता है।
Exactly. See, we have all the source. Well said, Dr. Reena. I'm not that comfortable with Hindi, but I can still understand. I understood your point. It was very much clear, like how you can get the data about the stories, the reading newspapers, daily things. See, once you step out of from your home, don't concentrate like you have to drive the bike and you have to go. Whenever you get some free time, you observe, just standing near to your gate and observe on the road. Observe how people are going and everything. You can get lot of stories. They are the source of information. Your friends are the source of information. You don't need to go to any library. If you speak with your friends, the communication of what you get, whatever the information you get, you can build a story. It's very easy. Newspapers are one of the best source. And if you are interested, if you read these mythological books or whatever it is, you will get a lot of stories. But make sure your story should connect to whatever you are delivering your speech. If it is there is no relevant with your story, whatever you said and your product, then people will say, what yeah, Bakwas is speaking. There's no connection with what the story he has said, and this is on. It should be very relevant. So getting a story is very easy. Only few things you have to follow is observe. Observe your friends. Speak with your colleagues, speak with your family members. If you have a dog, take it, you will anyway go for walking. While walking, you can observe a lot of things in and around happening. Observe how your dog is reacting, and you can create a story about it. People will enjoy. So all the best. Create a wonderful stories and make people to connect with you easily. Yes. And story tool. The story tool is simple. SPAR. Situation, problem, action, result. Simple. You watch any movie. For example, Drishyam. I don't know what is in Malayalam. Malayalam also, I think it's Drishyam movie, right? Title is Drishyam. Very famous in Andhra. It was remade in Telugu language, and the Drishyam 3 was straight away released in Telugu. And we all really enjoyed that movie. There is a situation in the movie. Why it got super hit? Because it has a proper situation. There is a problem that was in the story, and for a problem, hero has created an action for a resolution, and result is the family is safe. Simple. Whenever you want to create a story, you have to follow these things: situation, problem, action, result. It is very important. A situation should be there. See, if you are building a story, you should say, once there is a kingdom where it is full of resources, it is a situation. But that kingdom has lot of troubles from the neighboring kingdoms. Always everyone was trying to attack. It is a problem. But king has built a strong weaponry systems and strong soldiers, so that they are always protecting the kingdom. That is action. Because of all these things, the people in the kingdoms are happy. Result simple. So do remember, your story should always have a situation and a problem, action and result. If there is no problem, people will not love to hear. People always love the problems. If a movie is just an what you say, just a happy ending, like no struggle for hero, no struggle for heroine, people, the movie will be utter flap. People, the movies will only hit when they have a problem and when hero shows his heroism, and the result is in very happy closure. Then only the movie will be hit. So even our stories, whatever we say, it should have a situation, it should have a problem, it should have an action, and it should have a result. Do remember that. Same thing when so you can implement the same thing in your business also. Customer comes with some problem. Sir, I have this problem. And when, for example, there is a client came to you and he said, like, why I should buy this mattresses? For example, if you ask that, you can say, sir, there is one customer who came to our shop and he said he is having a severe back pain. And I asked what type of mattresses you are using. And he explained that this is a mattresses. I said, sir, if you go to this brand of mattresses, they have a very soft foam that is medically approved, and even this what is the orthopedicians, the doctors, the one who treats the bones, I guess, orthopedician. They said this is a soft foam. It will have a very good impact and support your backbone, and it will really make it strong. So we have delivered these mattresses for free for 2 days for testing, and that customer has felt very happy because his pain was gone because of this soft foam. And finally, he came back and he bought this mattresses. See, if someone build a story like this to a customer will be attracted. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, there is a problem. Someone has already used. Okay, super. Then I will buy these mattresses. So you can change the perspective of the customer when you say some in a story. But remember, the story should have a problem, and the solution was even shown by you only. If you can create like that, the customer will come to you. So do remember, whenever you are putting a story or making, have a situation, have a problem, solution, and the result. That is we call as SPAR. A for action, which we call it as solution. Rule number 5. One more point I have missed. In the storytelling, for example, you were asked to deliver a speech, and you were saying, "Yeah, I'm a great leader. I was a zone president." For example, if I was invited to any program, and if I was saying, "I'm the zone president in the year 2023, national director 2024, national vice president in 2025," who will listen that? If I able to tell a story where I had made some impact, where I had created some difference through my leadership, then people will be very much concentrated and they will start listening. Oh yeah, he's a great leader. Yeah, 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 yeah. He has created these changes. So don't just tell you are a leader. Tell a story where you led them, and don't tell about your product is so good. Tell exactly what happened when someone has used it. So don't stay straight away, sir. This is a honey, 100%. It when you drink it, it will make your healthy good. No, no, no. Say an example. I know some person, a 60 years old person who was having a digestion problem. So I referred this honey. He had one sip of honey with hot water every day. Oh my God, he was surprised to see that his digestion problem is resolved. Something like that. A benefit happened. Not instead of saying that my product is good, I am a great leader, I am a great person. Nah. Tell a story. Rule number 5. Your voice is part of message. See, we have discussed about how you have to pause and everything. Now it is all about your voice. And we know we always say pitch, how to elevate, how to decrease. Same thing you use for while you are discussing with the clients. But there is some difference. There is a statement over here which says, I didn't say he stole the money. We have three boxes: blue, red, and green. Where the blue has I and the red has say and green has money. This is blocking, that's why I couldn't. See, I always have the same word. I didn't say he stole the money. The meaning will be changed. If I say, I didn't say he stole the money. See, when you stress some words with your voice, the meaning of the sentence will change. It's the same sentence, but because of different type of faces, the voices, the meaning will change. The same thing nowadays happening with the news readers also. The way they have presented it is sometimes creating problems and nuisance also. Even in reels, we in Instagram, we reels, some reels are like that only. It all depends on how you present with your voice. So try to manage that very carefully and try to use it very carefully. If it is not used carefully, then you will be in trouble. Yeah. Your words carry information. Your voice carries intention. That is how we'll see in the serials. Like some of them will be the very famous with their voice. People say, "Oh, I love your delivery, voice delivery. I love your the way you were delivering this dialogues and everything." It is always the voice that carries the intention and that makes them celebrities. So do remember that. Voice tool. How you can able to control the voice tool? They are always 4 P's. Simple. First P, pace. See, when you are delivering the speeches, don't rush. Like I am Hori, I said, oh, thank you for JCI Triprayar for inviting me for this wonderful session. It is a great honor for me to be part. No, don't rush. No one will listen to me in the next 1 minute. Everyone will log out from Zoom. So don't rush. You have ample of time. No one is behind you with the gun. So try to don't be rush. Go with a normal pace. Second P, pause. I already mentioned pause is one thing which will create a great impact in your speeches. While speaking with your friends, to your business partners, clients, pause. And 3P, pitch. See, it is very important to have some clarity, and in the pitch, you should always avoid monotony. If you can able to manage that, your voice, your the delivery will be super. And final P is blocking. Punch. Stress the keywords. Like I was saying, how many of you are hearing? And I said, how many of you are listening? There is a difference between hearing and listening. See, I have stretched at hearing and listening because they are the keywords and I need your attention towards that. That is how you have to stress on the keywords. Because of your voice variety, listeners will attend and they will be very attentive to your speeches. Do remember, your next. See, today we have already have discussed about 4 rules. How to make people to listen instead of hearing. So, if you remember all those points, and if you put that in your next meet, it might be in your for the meeting, it could be on your presentation, it could be on your sales call, or it could be discussing with your family or interview, whatever it is. Don't ask yourself, what am I going to say? It is never, it should be what I am going to say. You should ask yourself, is what do I want them to hear, understand, and remember? Straight away, don't prepare the content and go and deliver. No, try to understand what exactly they want. When the president has contacted me and he said, sir, you have to deliver a session. I said, what exactly you want? And we have discussed about 2 topics. And he said, sir, this topic will be good. And then I asked, how many audience will be there? Who are my target audience? And what are the age groups? Because these questions are very important for us to understand who are present and what exactly they want. It is not exactly what I will be delivering. It is exactly what you want. So always remember, it is not about what am I going to say? It is all about what do I want them to hear, understand, and remember. If you could able to track this one, no one can stop you. I will be if you can able to crack this one, then there will be a lot of Subusars here. So do remember that. And finally, speak less, say better, be heard. See, whenever I deliver my speeches, my speeches will not extend more than 5 minutes. As a guest, wherever I go, I'll speak only for 5 minutes. The fact is, the people who are listening to you, they will be get connected with you. I mean, they should get connected with you within the first 1 minute, and they will not stay connected continuously with you more than 3 minutes. That is scientifically proven. So that's why let us, wherever you go, you speak less. Deliver the content, deliver the proper message in a say better way, and be heard. And great communication isn't measured by how much you speak. It is all about measured of what stays after you stop. When people remember what exactly you have spoken, oh, 2 minutes this guy has spoken, but given a valuable information, that creates a satisfaction. So do remember, whatever the time, doesn't matter how long you speak, nah, your speeches are not awarded with the time you have spoken. It is all about how much content you have delivered, and always speechless. Speak less. Thank you. That is all from me. And before closing and handing over to the chairperson, if you have any queries or anything like that, you can please unmute yourself and you can ask. As I said, speak less. I made my session very short, with proper and impactful information, because the same content I can deliver for 2 hours, 3 hours, but it doesn't make any sense. I made it very short. Thank you. And before going ahead, if you have any queries, you can unmute or you can put your message in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an engaging and insightful session. Today's session reminded us that effective communication is not about speaking the most. It's about creating understanding, trust, and impact. Use practical techniques that will help us communicate with greater confidence, listen with intention, and present our ideas more effectively. Whether in business, family, or everyday life, these lessons will undoubtedly help us to each one of us to become better communicators. On behalf of everyone present, thank you once again for sharing your knowledge and experience, sir. The floor is open for questions and interaction. Participants may either raise their hands, post their questions in Zoom chat, or just open your unmute and ask. Come on, we are just a few of us. Please.
Thank you, Chairperson.
JCI Triprayar has raised his hand.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good evening, sir. First of all, thank you for accepting the invite. I see a lot of zone leaders, trainers from other groups also. While selecting the topic and while conceptualizing it, we usually understand the difficulties that we face as leaders in our LOs and zones, where we have a lot of things to say, but I doubt whether people are willing or interested in listening. So the starting itself was very captivating. That was something that I would take back with me. It was very well paced, sir. I would say that. Thank you so much. We are also very privileged to have this session from you. Benefited a lot, learned a lot. Hopefully, I can also apply a lot of things in whatever tenure I am left with in the year 2026. Thank you so much for your kind gesture, sir, for accepting the invitation. Also, sir, if you could throw some light about your that 60 lakhs foundation, just to inspire us a little, it would be great.
Sure. See, but before going to that 60 lakhs, thank you, JC Sitesh, for your feedback. I hope the session is really very interesting, because I always see whether it is valuable or not. I always see whether it is an interesting or not, because that is where we have to keep people connected. And thank you for your words. See, as a national vice president, when I served for it was zone 20, and zone 18, zone 24, and zone 7, and also zone 15, Karnataka, 2 zones. So overall, in all the areas, as an NVP, we have HOD LMC contribution of 60 lakhs. Where the areas where I was given the contributions are bit tricky and somewhat difficult during those times. But somehow could able to connect with all the leaders over there, and few zones really supported me a lot. Like on the screen, straight away screen, I can point out one ZVP who was the ZVP during last year, Tyagarajan. He's from zone 24. And so happy to see Tyagarajan again, where we both worked hard during the last year for the zone 24 and everything. And it's really a blessing
Thank
for
you very
me
much.
for where other zones has supported me a lot and everything. And the simple way I always work with is like I treat everyone as my friends. It may be ZVP Tyagarajan, but I always call him Rajan. Hey Rajan. I'm the only person who will call him like Rajan. See, it is very important. It is not about a position. It is always about the bondings that will last forever. And I always believe that, and that only will make my things working easily. That's it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Mugli Vanan has raised his hand, so please unmute and talk.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Today I had a wonderful learning from Varma sir. I know Varma sir from my Nalanda time onwards while we are visiting Vizag. He's such a energetic person. We learned so many things from him, and today also I learned so many things from Varma sir. I can easily apply with my day-to-day activities, business, training everywhere. Such a valuable session. Thank you so much for the organizer, JCI Triprayar and team. I first of all I have to thank the president for inviting such eminent personalities to this forum. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, dear. See, this makes me very happy. He remembered since 2023. 2023 is the Nalanda where we hosted in our zone, and it is so lovely to see and hear that. Okay, since 2023. Thank you, dear. Thanks a lot.
Sitesh sir, yes.
Hi, sir. Varma, sir. I'm Tyagarajan. Thank you very much.
Rajan.
It's a very wonderful session. You are the one person calling me Rajan. I remember last year. Since we are meeting after 1 year, I think it is a very great session. First of all, I thank the entire Triprayar team doing the wonderful training back to back. And first training, I am listening yours, sir. Very great. Thank you for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajan. So nice of you.
Sorry, I am traveling for night shift, so I'm not able to come in video.
No, it's okay. Good to hear from you.
Anyone else? If there's nobody, let's go for the closing thing. I now invite JFM Raji Suraj to propose the vote of thanks. As we come to the close of this wonderful learning session, it is my privilege to invite Raji for the vote of thanks. Raji, please.
As we come to the close of this wonderful session, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. Our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished trainer, JFR, GSN Varma sir. Thank you for sharing practical communication strategies that everyone of us can apply immediately. Your insights have reminded us that effective communication is one of the strongest tools for leadership, influence, and personal growth. A sincere thank you to our President, JC Sitesh Shashidharan, for continuously bringing meaningful learning opportunities to our members through such meaningful conversations. Our appreciation also go to our Secretary, HGF Anjali Hari, Treasurer Srijit Chandran, Vice President Growth and Development JC Anup Chandran, Program Director JC Anju EVM, and every member of the organizing team for making today's program possible. Finally, thank you to every participant who invested an hour in learning and self-improvement. Your enthusiasm is what makes JCI truly a learning organization. Thank you all.
Thank you, Raji, for that wonderful vote of thanks. And now we are coming to the close of the session. Every opportunity begins with a conversation. Every relationship grows through communication. Every leader succeeds because people understand and trust their message. May today's session inspire us to communicate with greater clarity, listen more attentively, and make every word count. Keep listening, keep growing. It's not about speaking more, it's about being heard. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. God be with you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, President J. Sitesh, and to all the members for inviting me and making me connecting again to Zone 20, my service zone the last year. So happy to see you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you.